Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is lecture number 2 of polymer chemistry. If you are watching this channel first time, please subscribe my channel, share my channel and press the bell icon button for latest videos notification. Let me start. In this video or in this lecture, we are going to study the recapitulation of yesterday's lecture, means revision of yesterday's lecture, the degree of polymerization, molecular weight of a polymer, and polymerization reactions. These things we are going to see in this video. This is the revision of yesterday's lecture. In the yesterday's lecture, we studied the definition of polymer, the concept of polymer, means what is meant by polymer, how they are formed. Polymers are very large molecules, macromolecules, which are made up of many repeating units, or which are made up of monomers, which are called as repeating units are called as the monomers, joined to each other in a regular fashion. That forms a polymer. Means polymer is a bigger molecules, very large molecule, joined by many repeating units. So these repeating units of the polymer are termed as the monomer. Means polymers are made up of large number of monomers. Then polymerization. This is also we studied in the yesterday's lecture. Polymerization. What is polymerization? The process of formation of a polymer. That is nothing but the polymerization. Means the process of large number of monomers joined to form a polymer. Means how the polymerization, formation of a polymer with the help of joining of the monomers is called as the polymerization. Here you can see the examples. If circles are the monomers, means continuously these monomers are repeated, joined to form a polymer. As like we seen in the yesterday's lecture also, there is one type of monomers are there, two types of monomers can be joined to form a polymer, three kinds of monomers can be joined to form a polymer. So this is a very important concept of degree of polymerization. As we seen that polymerization is the process of formation of a polymer, where the degree of a polymerization is denoted by the dP. This relates very simple. The number of monomers present in a polymer is known as the degree of a polymerization. The number of monomers or repeating units present in a polymer is known as the degree of polymerization. Means the degree of polymerization shows what it shows. It shows the number of repeating units present in a polymer. So that is the degree of a polymerization. The size of the polymer molecules depends on the number of repeat unit it contains. Here we can say the bigger the molecules, mean the polymer is very big molecule, means there are large number of repeating units are present. Means the size of the polymer molecule depends on number of repeating units. The number of repeat units shows the degree of a polymerization. Very simple. The degree of polymerization, what it shows, what it expresses, the degree of polymerization expressed is simply the number of how many number of repeat units present in a polymer. That is called as the dP or degree of a polymerization. Mathematically, here we can see that is dP, degree of polymerization, is equal to molar mass of a polymer divided by the molar mass of a monomer. Simply the molar mass of polymer, complex molecule, divided by the molar mass of a simple repeating unit, that is nothing but the monomer. Let us consider if molar mass of a polymer is to be 4000 and molar mass of monomer is 4. 4000 divided by 4 means molar mass of the polymer 4000 and divided by the 4 is the molar mass of the monomer. If you divide it, you will get the how much? 1000. So what is 1000? 1000 is the repeating units present in that polymer. So 1000 is the degree of that polymer. Here you can say if a polymer contains 1000 repeat units, then the degree of polymerization is 1000. I repeat my point. Very simple. Here polymer contains 1000 repeat units, then the degree of polymerization is 1000. Okay. Next, the molecular weight of a polymer. How the molecular weight can be determined? This molecular weight is directly proportional to the degree of polymerization. Means with the help of the degree of polymerization, the molecular weight of a polymer can be calculated or expressed. How? The molecular weight can be determined by the M, capital M, is equal to dP into M. What is the dp? We studied what is dp. Dp is nothing but the degree of polymerization. And what is small m? Small m is the molecular weight of the monomer. Okay, so what is the molecular weight of the monomer? Why we are taking the monomer? Because monomer is only the simplest unit or repeating unit. Continuously we join the monomer. Therefore, by taking the molecular weight of the monomer multiplied by the degree of polymerization, means those are the number of repeating units. The repeating units multiplied by the weight of the simple repeating unit, then you will get the molecular weight of the polymer. So therefore, molecular weight is equal to dP into m. What is m? Small m. Small m is the molecular weight of the monomer. It means the molecular weight of a polymer can be determined, can be expressed with the help of the degree of polymerization as well as the molecular weight of the monomer. Both molecular weight m and degree of polymerization dP are related to the molecular size. Therefore, both can be averaged, means average can be taken. Polymerization reactions, very important. Polymerization reactions, we studied about polymerization, degree of polymerization, the process of polymerization. Means what is that style polymerization? Polymerization is forming of monomers to form into the bigger molecule, that is polymerization. Joining of the monomers to form a polymer. Where how the joining of monomers can be takes place, that is nothing but the polymerization reactions. With the help of the polymerization reactions can be takes place with two different chemical reactions. Means the monomers can be joined to each other by means of two different reactions. One is chain reactions, that is chain reaction polymerization, or addition polymerization, that is also called as the addition polymerization. Second, condensation polymerization or step reaction polymerization. Means these polymerization reactions can be takes place in two different chemical reactions. One is chain reaction or addition polymerization. Second, condensation polymerization or step reaction polymerization. Let me see one by one. The first, chain reaction polymerization, or this is also called as addition polymerization. Very simple. This is most commonly seen in polymerization reactions, where in this polymerization monomers are added to one another by chain reactions. As we know, how the polymer is formed? Polymer can be formed by means of only by joining of the monomers. How the monomers can be joined? That is nothing but the polymerization. So these monomers can be joined in this polymerization by the chain reaction, addition reaction. One molecule is added to the one monomer. Further, second monomer added to the this intermediate molecule, and likewise monomers are added continuously with a chain. So therefore, this is called as the chain reaction polymerization or addition polymerization. Okay, so in this polymerization, the monomers are added to one another by chain reactions. Second, monomer is converted into reactive species. This is very important. In this reaction, monomers first converted into the reactive species, where the reactive species may be of a radical, may be of a cation, may be of an anion, by the initiator. This is very important. Here you require first for converting the monomer into the reactive species by means of the initiator is there. And next, the empirical formula of the polymer is the same as that of the monomer, because where we are using only addition reactions. Simplest empirical formula means small formula. Shortest formula of that means it corresponds to the empirical formula of a monomer. It is directly corresponds to the polymer. Therefore, empirical formula of the polymer is the same as that of the monomer. Example: which type of polymers can be formed by this chain reaction polymerization? Simply polyethylene molecule, PVC, polyvinyl chloride, polystyrenes, and other examples we can, are the best examples, can be formed by the addition polymers or chain reaction polymers. Most of the polymers are formed by this chain reaction polymerization or addition polymerization. Let me see. Here we can see the example ethylene, formation of a polyethylene, that is polymerization of ethylene to polyethylene. Means polyethylene can be formed by means of chain reaction of ethylene, means addition reaction of ethylene. Means here you can see ethylene is taken, CH2 double bond CH2 O2 in presence of peroxide. What is O2? O2 is the initiator, because initially what we have to do, as we just seen that in chain reaction you must the monomers are converted into the reactive species. These reactive species by means of the initiator. Yes, O2 it can act as the initiator, where this chain reaction, in case of the chain reaction or addition reaction, those are the, we can say, formation of radical reaction. That is, here in case of the chain reaction, those are completed in a 3 different steps, as we know. First is the initiation step, second is the propagation step, and third one is the termination step. So in the initiation step, what will happen? The reactive species is converted. Means with the help of the initiator, the monomer is converted into the reactive species, and further these reactive species continuously added in a propagation way. Continuously molecules are added to form a polymer. So here ethylene converted into the polyethylene by means of O2 as the initiator here. This example. Another example, here you can say polymerization of propylene to form polypropylene. Same thing, here propylene is the monomer, where ROH, ethyl alcohol, you can say any substituted alcohol or simply ROH is there, where it is ROH is the initiator. Initially it forms the reactive species, and further these propylene molecules are added to each other to form the polypropylene molecules. Let me see here mechanism. Very simple mechanism is there. Here we can see initially RO is the initiator. Where ROH is taken, it forms into radical mechanism. Here RO having the one radical, and propylene molecules. Here breaking off this double bond into radical type, means one radical to the CH2, one radical to toward the CH3. There is a radical formation is there, and one radical is combined with the RO radical. Likewise, see here we can see there is a bond formation of RO to CH2, because here double bond is converted into the single bond by means of shifting of one radical toward the CH2 side and one radical toward the CH3. Here one radical is again remaining free. So this remained radical of free radical again converted with the, again added with the one more of the monomer. Likewise, here we can see here one radical is already present in that propylene, where another propylene molecules can be added to the same thing. Again double bond is converted into the formation of one single bond, and one free radicals remains free. So likewise, again this radical is combined with the another molecule of the propylene molecules. Likewise, so this in a fashion continuously the molecules are joined to each other, added to each other in a chain form. Therefore this is a chain reactions or addition reactions. Likewise, again at the end, what you will get at the end? Always remaining a one radical. Therefore in chain reaction, addition reaction, at the end you require the termination step, where the reaction can be terminated. So likewise, the molecules are added in a chain fashion. Therefore this is the chain reaction mechanism and addition polymerization reactions. Likewise, we can form PVC, that is polyvinyl chloride into polyvinyl chloride. Styrene, here we can see the example of styrene into polystyrene. This is, here we can convert it into the Teflon. So likewise, the molecules of the example of PVC, polystyrene, Teflons are polymers are formed by means of chain reaction or addition reaction. Next, second is condensation polymerization. As we seen that there are two types of reactions. One is the chain reaction, addition reaction. Second is the condensation polymerization. So here you can see condensation polymerization or step reaction polymerization. This is very important. Here the reactions are condensed. The two monomer molecules are combined to each other with a condensed process with loss of some small molecules. In this polymerization, the two monomer molecules are combined to each other with a loss of small molecules to form into a bigger molecules, to form into a polymer molecules or macromolecules. Here the empirical formula of these polymer different as that of monomer, because see, when initially two polymers are combined to form with a loss of some small molecules such as water, CO2, alcohol, etc. What the things, because there are some small molecules are eliminated. But in the next time, this intermediate plus another one more of the monomer is to be there for combination of the two molecules for the condensation process. Therefore, in this case, empirical formula of the polymer may not be the same of that monomer, because they are the different one. So the empirical formula of this polymer is different as that of the monomer. In case of this polymerization, simple molecules are eliminated during the condensation. What are the molecules are eliminated? Maybe of water is as a byproduct eliminated, CO2 is there, alcohol is there. Likewise, simple molecules are eliminated during this condensation. Examples: formation of polyamide, that is nothing but the nylon 66 or nylon 66. Polyesters are the best examples for this type of formation of condensation polymerization. Let me see. Here we can see the formation of polyglycine. Formation of a polyglycine is the example of condensation reaction or condensation polymerization reaction. Here we can see glycine is the one molecule. The second molecule is again which is the glycine, where OH and where we have the COOH, CH2, NH2. The OH from one glycine molecule and H from the another glycine molecule, they are removed or eliminated. Water is eliminated. There is a formation of an intermediate is there. That is COOH, CH2, NCO, CH2. Again, this intermediate combined with one more of the glycine. Again, it forms the polyglycine. Likewise, in this case, there is an elimination of water. Here we can see it. Here, this is the OH of one glycine and H of the another glycine. Both are combined to form NHCO double bond O bond. This is the joining of this bond is there, where the elimination of NH2 is there. You are getting my point. Here, this is the elimination of water molecule. Sorry, here is the elimination of water molecule. Means this is elimination of small molecule. In the another way, what will happen? Again, we have the NH2 is there. Here we have the NH2. It can combine with the one more molecule of the glycine. This H can be combined with the this OH of another glycine molecules. Again, there is elimination of water molecules. Likewise, there is continuous polyglycine molecules can be formed. So this is another example where we can see the formation of polyester. Here we can see the formation of polyester by means of condensation polymerization. Here how this ethylene glycol is taken, terphthalate as an intermediate, one more of the monomer. Here ethylene glycol, two molecules of ethylene glycol plus terphthalate is the one more of the monomer can combine to form an intermediate. Further, this intermediate continuously form with the ethylene glycol to form the polyester as the molecules, where polyester as the molecules. So likewise, this is a condensation step, where in the condensation step the monomers, two or more than two monomers are combined, are condensed to form intermediates, to form a bigger molecule, to form a large molecule of a polymer by eliminating with a small molecules with the help of the condensation reactions. Okay, so with this I hope you are understand the clear concepts about the degree of a polymerization, molecular weight of a polymerization and polymerization reactions. Okay, if you like my video, please subscribe my channel, share my channel and press the bell icon button for latest videos notification. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much.